sometimes if you get really unlucky in terms of the timing and stuff, you may end up with her spawning for the shield around her.
I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they say to never date her.
Renalla took way longer than she should have, and it was all because of this mistake. And the mistake that I'm going to be talking about today is how, due to the fact that Renalla is considered one of the easier shard bearers of Elden Ring, but took me in terms of hours almost a day to take down. So why is that? Her first phase is pretty easy, so let's go through the first phase, and then I elaborate why her second phase gave me so many problems and what not to do. So I suffered for you, so you don't have to suffer. Thank you so much for helping me hit 1.1k. I'm still working on that shout out video, but I had to get this one out as well. Me beating Renalla, my second shard bearer of the game. I'm now towards the end game of Elden Ring in terms of I am currently on Godfrey right now, and then I have the last boss of the game. In the first phase of the fight, as you can see, the strategy involves taking down these little book babies. Once you hit the 4 of them that are spawning the shield for Renalla, you get an ample time where her shield drops, she falls on the floor, you slaughter her. I had not expected her to have 2 health bars, so once I did, her second phase gets really crazy. There we go, we destroy it again, we're healing up. Pretty self-explanatory really. Remember to avoid the falling objects. They did also kill me in this phase when I was constantly learning the patterns and stuff, and then I sort of burned out in between, so then I wasn't paying attention to them as well. As you can see, I had 4 heals over here. I used a lot of my heals by this attempt. I was pretty well versed in the fight, but so that's why I used a lot of my heals inside the first phase, because the funny thing is the second phase requires it, but I was trying to rush through this phase, so I wasn't paying attention as much. Again, once you've hit 4 of the shield spawners, it's you need to spam her up. So her first phase is really easy. She just drops down and you break her shield. Make sure you time your hits. Sometimes if you get really unlucky in terms of the timing and stuff, you may end up with her spawning for the shield around her for the 3rd time, in which case it gets problematic. This is the phase that I had so many problems with. So Renalla is a magic bee, okay? I hate magic bosses, and she was just my first ever barrage of magic attacks. She has this attack that absolutely one-shots you when she spawns that blue beam. She also has these crazy tracking magic balls. To dodge them, you have to kind of strafe forward, then roll after them right after, just before they're going to hit you. There's a really weird timing for that too. As you can see, I was moving round and round. I had to learn her, and I learned her pretty well, so I'll share what I learned. Again, as soon as she does that massive attack, that's when you want to absolutely get in there, because she creates an opening for you. This is the same strategy I used for Gideon, which may have taken much longer if I had not learned to dodge all these magic attacks by now, but he took 20 minutes, and he's an end game boss. He does exactly the same thing, spams it. Again, look, as soon as you do it, you dodge forward, right, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Again, it depends where you're strafing as well, and you hit her, wait for those openings. Then at some point halfway through her second phase, she's going to start spawning all these crazy enemies. You're going to have a blood hound knight that's going to come after you. If you get this enemy variant, I'd say completely ignore him, run straight up to her. The key and the biggest mistake I was making within this phase was that I was waiting for her. I was playing it safe. Aggression works really well on Renalla. You have to finish her as quick as possible, or she will keep spawning all these enemies. As you can see, she spawns it again. The bloodhound knight disappears, and you end up with 4 wolves. It's absolutely crazy. This is a race towards the end that I found so hard to do as a first time Elden Ring melee player, but I'm sharing it with you, so if it is your first time, or if you're playing Elden Ring again, to be aware of these attacks. She's an absolute nightmare. She goes mental. Again, she's going to spawn this crazy dragon. You want to back away. It's a lot like Godric's dragon. However, if you just back roll the hell away, you could pretty much dodge the fire attacks. There is one direct attack of fire that you have to be very careful with, and to dodge that, you've just got to back away again and dodge just before the fire hits you. But as you can see, I was commentating and analyzing my gameplay at quite a fast rate, so I've also included the captions to make sure that these guides, as I've practiced and stuff, you know, delivering these, what are they, analysis, sort of what worked, what didn't, and just genuine gameplay videos as well. And I've included captions to make it easier to like consolidate the tips and the experiences, the struggles too. Remember, I'm not a great player, I'm an amateur player, but I share what worked for me after all that practice. I study the boss fights. My style is literally studying the patterns of the boss fights with minimal intervention. Sometimes, very few times, I go and farm and level up, but nowadays I just sit there, and as you know, as you've seen me in the streams, I just keep redoing it, learn the attacks. I much prefer pure action strategy. And the bloodhound fang knight, blood fang sword, sorry, well, yes, indeed, that's what I'm saying. I pretty much beat that boss, so why not use it? Again, I played it two-handed over here, which was maybe why I was at a disadvantage. It makes it heavier. If you have a faster weapon, you're going to have an easier time with Renalla. Run away from the wolves, just keep hitting her. Again, she's going to do that weird spinny attack. You want to back away when she does that, as you can get caught into it as well. It is a long fight. There is a lot of dodging because she's just going to spawn enemies at you. In principle, she is quite easy, but she has, she has all of these magic abilities, and then she spams, it's one of those annoying mage magic bosses. That's all she is. Her first phase is really easy. Her second phase is an absolute mess. She's more sort of like a gimmick fight, and I think this is the first time Elden Ring pretty much shows you how much they put into designs of creating very annoying magic bosses. Okay, here we go. I'm waiting over here as well. So I've used up all my health. It's gonna be that stupid dragon again. So she spawns it in phases, and you have to be careful. You have to balance aggression. You can't be too aggressive, or you're going to get crowded on by all these enemies. Again, watch those tracking fireballs roll forward and away from them the moment before they hit you. The wolves are coming. I'm just rolling away from them. I'm running straight for her. You can see what I'm doing on my attempt when I figured out what I had to do, and then that's when I started getting much better, consistent hits with her the last quarter of her phase. But she is a really annoying boss if you don't use magic or fire range or ash or raw big damage. And there's that sweet win. As always, more Elden Ring breakdown analysis, strategy, whatever you call it, and experience analysis as well will be coming shortly as the standard format. Please subscribe, like.